as public anger grew this week, London's Met Police announced they were looking for MIzzy, real name Bakari Bronzagaro. The law caught up with him and today he was fined £365 and given a criminal behaviour order, which is supposed to ban him from posting to social media without the written permission of the people in his videos. You might think that's not much of a punishment or much of a deterrent. But what does he think? Well, fresh from the courtroom, he's here now. All right, well, good evening to you.
Hello, Piers. Long time no see.
What do you mean, long time no see?
Last time I hopped on your thing with my friend.
Oh, that's right. You appeared in the background, didn't you?
Mate.
Mate. Okay, well, I'm not your mate. What I am is an interviewer I'm curious about what has been motivating you to terrorise the people around where you live. Why do it?
I wouldn't really call it terrorising. I would just call it more having fun. But let's get this out of the way first. I apologise. You see this situation that blew up on the internet, the walking into random houses? The next day, I apologised to the woman because I felt bad, innit? Like, deeper than social media. Like, it went deeper than social media. That's why I didn't record it. She recorded me apologising to her. I told her sorry, and she explained that she was terrified because, like, children were in the house. And I understood
What were you doing in the house?
What was I doing in the house? I don't know. It was a stupid video. Like, I got peer pressure to say it. I don't want to say it like in that way, but...
Well, somebody...
Look, man, there's no excuse for that. You chose to do this. You chose to do this, and you risk your life, and you make blacks look bad on social media.
Somebody else's fault.
I'm not blaming it on no one else.
I mean, you break into a house with a woman and a husband and
I went into the house on my own accord.
No, I'm just saying, okay, you went through their door, right? But it's not your house. You're not supposed to be in there.
Oh, no shit.
You are causing a lot of alarm to that poor woman and to her children who are in the house. You then terrorise this poor elderly woman and take her dog away and traumatise her.
Oh, so the story about that...
Hang on.
Let me speak. Yeah, because no. Let me speak.
No. I'm going to tell you.
Let me talk about that situation.
No, for the viewers who... No, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
For the viewers who don't know what you've done,
hold up.
I'm going to tell them.
So
you hold on.
Right now.
No, you can hold on.
Right now.
I'm explaining. I'm explaining.
They know what's been happening.
Don't just keep talking like an idiot. Right? Don't. Let me finish what the viewers don't.
The thing is that you could tell that no one really checked him, and for doing this. He has an inflated ego. This is why social media is dangerous. And he said he's been doing this since he was 8. He'd had a social media account since he was 8 years old. So his head is already big. Like, nobody could tell him nothing. And the dangerous thing about social media is that you have this persona that you're actually a celebrity, that you're actually, somebody that, that you're important. You're not like Piers Morgan. You're not like Tucker Carlson. You're not like even these comedians out here, because you don't have any. You didn't go to school to get a skill or something. All right. Social media could just get the go ahead from the powers that be, the global elite, and say, you know what, we're shutting down social media. It's only going to be what we want, and that's it. Your social media account is done, and I hope you are saving all that money that you made from TikTok or whatever social media platform that you're on. Okay, and that's the problem. And this addiction to clicks and views, no matter what the cost, is going to get you in trouble, like it has done right now. And he feels that putting himself on here, agreeing to this interview, is going to help. It's not going to help. It just makes him look bad. He can't even do damage control.
No, you did. You go up and you do these things. You take a dog from an elderly woman. You leapfrog over the top of an Orthodox Jewish man standing at the side of the road minding his own business. You go up to women in the street and say, do you want to die?
It wasn't a woman, it was a man. And she even
There were also women that you did this to.
There was a woman there, but I only say it to a man.
Right. You shouldn't be saying it to anybody.
Fair enough. But
why, in the name of so-called...
Fair enough, but it happened. You see the mentality of this guy? Like I said, you're making blacks look bad in the UK, and you are in the crosshairs of these racist white conservatives in your country who want to put you back in chains. There was a racist, I forgot the name of the person. There was a racist conservative in the UK who says every white man should own a black slave, and he said that he has nothing against blacks, but blacks are a lower class of people. These type of people are in your country, and you're giving them an excuse to possibly lobby with other low-key white supremacists to find a way to have you in chains, or to find some way to have you in some sort of economic position where it's practically you're the slave. And you don't see a problem with that.
Called prankster humor. Why cause so much alarm and distress to so many people? Do you get your kicks out of doing that?
Not necessarily, but you can say that this whole public outroar just makes me laugh because people are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them. And that's...
Doesn't matter. It happened to someone that they care about. Okay? Someone related to that family, they feel the effects and they're angry at you.
That's how I see it as.
What do you mean?
People are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them. Everyone acts like they have this persona like they don't care. Social media is a facade, this, that, and the other. But when me comes out and does the mad thing, everyone has something to say.
It's not a mad thing.
It's the mad thing. It's the mad thing. You already said it was the mad thing. It's the mad thing.
No, it's not mad. It's moronic. It's the kind of thing anybody could do, and you do it for kicks and you do it for clicks, and you get your little moment on TikTok, and presumably your peer group that you referenced earlier, they all think, good on you. Good on you, MIzzy. This is hilarious. Meanwhile, some poor woman thinks you've stolen her dog and is traumatised. Another woman has her 2 kids and you're bursting into their house uninvited.
All right.
You're jumping on Jewish people.
See, I was
right,
jumping
who are
on
already
Jewish people. Hold up, wait a minute, wait a minute, no, stop.
You did.
Cool, it was a Jewish person, cool. But there was a trend going around on TikTok called 300. I've done this to numerous people, black people, white people, any types of people. I don't discriminate. So don't stop saying Orthodox Jewish person like I only targeted him and it was only him that I went for.
Why are you targeting anybody in that manner?
What do you mean, why am I targeting anyone? It was a trend, it was a trend. I just done it for a trend.
What's the trend? What's the trend?
300, jump over someone at the time of the beat.
However much you scare them.
However much you scare them.
Or even if you push them into a car.
No, that didn't happen though, because I saw
it. Didn't happen.
He's lucky it didn't happen. But one of these days it could happen, and what are you gonna say then? Some people are doing these clout chasing pranks, some of them have died. And he is really pushing his luck. Because somebody's either gonna hurt him, they're gonna harm him, or he's gonna harm somebody. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." They're not gonna play. And then there's gonna be new legislation, new laws on social media now that will make it hard for everyone. Just how it was with Logan Paul, one of the Paul brothers, and they were in Japan in the forest, which is dedicated for suicide. And I believe they filmed one of the corpses. And that's why YouTube had to have more serious restrictions now. Because of the Paul brothers.
By
it didn't happen, but it didn't happen.
A lot of the stuff that you do
it didn't happen.
Could have consequences far more serious. But you don't care, do you? As long as you get a laugh.
I have remorse for all of these
things. You don't have any remorse.
What do you mean I don't have any remorse? How are you telling me?
You have no remorse.
Are you in my life? Do you live in my life?
Huh?
Are you there for my pranks? Have you been there in my life?
What's your life? Tell me.
You tell me my life.
Presumably, this is whether...
Presumably, you're
about to tell me the sob story, are you? What's the sob story?
There's no sob story.
Well, go on then. What's so bad about your life that makes you do this?
My whole life, innit? I just do it for fun. On or off camera, I do my thing.
Tell me about your life. What justifies this? What's happened to you
life?
that makes you think you're justified in doing this?
What do you mean tell me about my life?
Well, you said you don't know anything about your life. Tell me about your life.
Because you're trying to get on to me because I'm black. Because I guarantee
because you're black?
Person, yeah, I guarantee if
I don't give a damn about your skin colour.
Really?
No. Why would I care what colour your skin is?
When people use this race card like this, you cheapen the actual situations where racism actually is prevalent, which is actually there. You're cheapening it and you're making it no effect. Now you're just crying wolf because people are coming down hard on you because of your foolish actions online. This isn't about race. This is about you pulling pranks that are making it. is going to make it harder for people to actually succeed on social media who don't want to do pranks. I just explained the Paul brothers situation, and he is just going to make it more harder for people to grow on social media, whether it be TikTok, whether it be YouTube, whether it be anywhere, because of his foolishness. And he's trying to cry about the race card, just falling into the hands of the white supremacists.
I just think you're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot too.
That's fine. You're perfectly entitled to.
Yeah, so are you. So
this
like,
show's
fine.
called Uncensored. I think you're an idiot for what you've been doing.
Okay.
I also think you're an idiot for playing the race card when no one's mentioned your skin colour.
Really? Okay, you don't have to mention it to...
I don't care about your skin colour, MIzzy. I care about the fact that you've been terrorising all these people for a sustained period of time. I also care about the fact you've only got a tiny fine today, no deterrent to you whatsoever. You don't show any real remorse. You don't really care, do you?
The UK laws are weak, simple as. And that's not, the UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not my fault. That's not...
Thank you. Thank you for just mentioning that. The UK laws are weak. Now they're going to get on they're going to get off their butts, and now they're going to be on the necks of all people who want to do TikTok videos now. Okay? Keep giving them an excuse now. All right. But like I said, this people are watching this. Millions are watching his interview on Piers Morgan, especially people who make the laws in your country, in the UK. So I hope he's proud of himself. Because what you're saying is we need to be tougher on people like you. What you're saying is, okay, we're going to start making laws to make it harder to actually make this TikTok or social media platform thing a side gig. All right? Which should happen because we have clowns like this that are not seeing the consequences of their actions. And he just thinks it's good to just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Entering the people's department stores, stealing their dogs, entering the strangers' homes, doing a whole bunch of nonsense that if he did this in the US, more than likely he could have died. More than likely. Because we already have a few people doing these social media pranks and they lost their lives in America. So keep going.
Not my fault. Like in America...
What do your family make of what you've been doing?
What do my family make? Well, I don't chat to my mum anymore. And
why not?
Why not? Because I just don't talk to her. It's irrelevant to you, but I just don't chat to her, innit? And well, my sisters are calm, but like obviously they don't fully commend what I do, but...
Do any of your family condemn what you do?
No, of course not. Like obviously...
They think it's all perfectly normal?
No, there's certain videos that they'll be like, no, you can't be doing that. Like especially just walking into the random houses one. Certainly not. But that was more of a spur of the moment thing. I just got egged on and my ego got a hold of me. And I realised that at that moment, and that's why I went to apologise the next day. After it all blew up out of proportion, and I felt like bad, personally.
I don't think you felt bad.
Okay, well you can say that. You can say that. I'm telling you.
I think you felt bad.
No, see, you're interrupting me. Why are you interrupting me? I'm talking.
I'm talking. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm talking.
Carry on being an idiot.
Okay, we are siding the districts every time.
I'm actually not going to call you MIzzy because it's obviously a stage. I'll call you Bakari Bronze, right?
All right.
Bakari Bronze, let's try and talk to each other as human beings.
All right, Piers
Morgan.
Morgan.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand why there's no real remorse here.
Why do you not understand what do you mean why there's no real remorse?
Consequences of your actions
I went to go apologise off social media. I could have recorded that apology and that would have been another viral video, whether it's hate or whatever. Literally, hate brings money, hate brings likes, hate brings views. It doesn't matter. Love or hate, it still brings views.
Why do you prefer to do the hateful stuff?
It's not like I prefer to do the hateful stuff. It's just like it's easier to do the hateful stuff.
Why are you laughing?
And
it's fun.
obviously...
That's the thing. It's easy. That's what it is. It's easy. All right? It's going to become real hard for him if these pranks go wrong and he has to go to jail or he has to pay some restitution or both. Okay, and like I said before, the social media is becoming the lazy person's paradise. That's the thing. It's becoming the lazy person's paradise. I don't really have to work. I don't have to put no effort. I just act like a buffoon and I'll get views. Just like on social media with the black YouTube, right? if I act like a buffoon, if I twerk, if I do OnlyFans, you know, like say you do OnlyFans, right? You're gonna get views. But if you put out some you know, informative content, you're not gonna get that many views. So let me just be a clown, a court jester online, and I'll get views. That's why you see sometimes, mostly with the black sector of YouTube, you'll just see red pill, MGTOW, fresh and fit, and that's what get the views. But if you talk about current events and news, you will barely be able to be seen in the algorithm, especially if you're black. Okay. So maybe MIzzy may not be the culprit in here. I mean, he's also a culprit. He's responsible for his actions, but maybe the algorithm is also could play a part in this. Like I said, you put out current events or stuff that is actually informative and positive, you don't get that much views. But if you risk your life pulling pranks and entering people's houses and going to the department stores and going into spaces where you have no place to be, you get views. And that is what the algorithm will allow you access to, getting the subscriptions and the followers needed to make money.
I don't think it's funny, but you're a funny person.
You do think it's funny?
You're a funny person.
You do. I've seen the videos. You do
Obviously,
think it's just really funny.
At the time, I think it's funny. My fan base thinks it's funny, and it's we outside, innit? It's a movement. But
What's the
deep
movement?
down,
What's the movement?
Deep down, being free and not letting anyone tell you nothing. That's why I can do all of this stuff.
This guy is not grown up from being 8 years old, being in front of the camera. He thinks he could do whatever he wants. There's no consequences. He thinks he's an actual celebrity, like many of these TikTokers think, or these YouTubers, or the Instagram models. You're not a celebrity. All they gotta do is take that sucker away from you, and you're done. You're not somebody important. Okay? With all the regulations happening now, with YouTube losing revenue, TikTok also has its share of changes. The minstrel show can only go on for so long.
I'm the most hated person on the internet right now.
No, you're not. Most people don't know who you are.
Okay then, whatever you say, innit? Whatever you say.
Most people watching this will have never heard of you and care
Whatever you
even
say,
less.
oh, now they are. You just brought it to me. Now they are.
They'll just look at the way you're behaving now and they'll think, yeah, he's a complete moron.
All right, and you're a complete moron. You keep cutting me, interrupting me when I'm trying to talk.
Because you keep talking in this animated manner, trying to stop me asking you any questions. And then you say, is it because I'm black? As if somehow it's about a racial thing.
He's going back to the race card. Why are you going back to that? I said that once.
No, you mentioned it.
I mentioned it once.
I've never once mentioned your skin colour.
All right, cool. Go on.
I don't care what colour you are.
All right.
If you were white, I'd have exactly the same view about your moronic behaviour.
All right.
But I'm curious, who in your family is there to tell you this is wrong?
Why do you need to go to my family? I'm my own person, so talk about me.
Because you don't...
No.
Because you don't...
Talk about me, not my family.
Yes, but here's the problem.
What's the problem?
You are clearly a product of your upbringing.
No, I'm not. I'm my own person. I've always been my own person.
You've had no one to tell you this is wrong.
Of course, people have told me it's wrong. Family, friends, everyone's told me it's wrong.
Who's told you it's wrong?
What do you mean? My own mother told me it's wrong. There's been situations between me and my mum where I
Right, so your mother doesn't like what you're doing.
Of course, yeah.
So why don't you stop doing it? Because my mother told me to stop doing something.
Okay, and that's your mother. You listen to your mother. You listen to somebody else. I'm my own person. I'm legally an adult now, so I can do what I want.
What are you going to do now?
What am I going to do now? Twitter, MIzzy is banned, and I'm going to be on Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch, IRL streams, gaming streams. My Twitch is MIzzy is live if you want to get at that. But yeah.
And do you want to try and come up with a sincere apology or not?
No, I don't need to come up with no sincere apology. I already have my own remorse, and I already.
You don't have any remorse, do you?
What do you mean? Okay, then whatever you.
To you, it's all a bit of a jape. And if you steal some old woman's dog, it's all a bit of fun. If you jump on a Jewish man, it's all a bit of fun. If you run into people's houses with young kids and terrorise them, it's all a bit of fun.
But what I'm saying to you
nothing really matters.
What I'm saying to you is there's been plans to change up everything. And you're just no help in it. You just talk your own thing and you have your own set morals and yeah. So that's you.
No, it's not about morality. I just think,
cool. Whatever you say, I will still...
He had nobody to tell him. I don't hear nothing about his father. I don't hear nothing about his father. Maybe I don't hear nothing about his father. All right. And he is a product of his environment. I'm guessing single mom environment vibes. Okay. And the mother ain't really, discipline him, no corporal punishment, nothing. So he just lives free, do what he want. He thinks he's going to get somewhere in life. You can't live off TikTok and Twitch forever.
I'm still talking. You
Yeah,
interrupt me again, Piers.
Okay,
Piers Morgan, why'd you keep interrupting me?
Let me tell you, we're going to put both of ourselves out of this misery, and we'll.
This generation, man, this generation. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.